Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019. Today we are going to be playing Winged Foot National 2020. This is an RCR course. It will be the host of the US Open 2020 and it was designed by Sim1234568. So as you can see, we are going to be playing off the black tees, which are 7,306 yards, pin set 1. Fairways are firm, greens are firm. Green speed is fast, and we are leaving everything else at default. Now, for those of you who are really sharp-eyed, I have changed costume. I went into the setting this course up, and I was like, I don't fancy the pink today. So we went for an all-black outfit, which you should see on the first tee. But hole number 1 is a par 4, playing 468 yards, stroke index 14. But like I did say, guys, this course is going to host the US Open 2020. A course that we will really be looking forward to on the channel. But this is a private golf club. It is located in Mamaroneck, New York. And the course was designed by A.W. Tillinghast. So 7 mile per hour winds. Just looking to send us down the left hand side of the fairway and allow that wind to bring us back. It's a decent opening swing. I'm not really feeling my swing today. My swing just feels awkward at the moment, so it could be an interesting round. But Winged Foot Golf Club was founded in 1921 by a consortium consisting mainly of members of the New York Athletic Club. So with the greens being firm and fast, and that 7 mile per hour wind, 9 irons a club for me. We should get a massive bounce off these firm, fast fairway greens. That is a beautiful strike. This should really release well, and hopefully up to the pin. Just a little bit right of the flagstick, but yardage was pretty damn good. Probably going to leave us about a 20-foot putt, 17-foot putt. Green speeds are 187, uphill 3 inches. This is going to turn quite aggressively to the right. Tell you something, that looks good. It is good, and that is a fantastic opening putt. And with that, we will pick up an opening birdie and move to 1 under par. Hole number 2, short par 4, playing 347 yards, stroke index 18, so it is playing the easiest hole on the course. Now, if you look at the thumbnail, the club gets its name and logo from the NYAC's logo, which we spoke about, the New York Athletic Club, who set up the course with a consortium. But the two have never had any direct affiliation. This course opened in June 1923. Application for membership is by invitation only. Pulled that one slightly to the left, but we should just be okay. That wind is fighting to bring us back. But like I say, there we go, guys. Look at my swing. I'm not really feeling it today. I'm sure it happens to everyone that some days you just forget how to hold the controller, how you swing. And now that's going to be one of these days for me. But we're left with a pitch shot, 60 yards out. Lob wedge is going to be bang on. Decent execution. This should bounce up this hill for us. Get up, get up. It's just coming up a little bit short. I did expect a little bit more of a bounce out there when that landed. But we do have an 11-foot putt. Up 5 inches. This one should break to the right. Have we played it? I was going to say, have we played it firm enough, but we did. And we do pick up another birdie and move to 2 under par with back-to-back birdies. So, hole number 3, par 4, playing 496 yards, stroke index 10. What a fantastic looking hole this is. But this is a designer whose work I've never come across previously to my knowledge. So once again, we are showcasing a variety of designers on the channel. But what a fantastic looking hole this is. That green is absolutely littered with bunkers protecting it. Looking to put this down the right hand side of this fairway, just cutting across that bunker. The wind should bring us back to the left here with a nice clean strike. It is downhill. We have pushed that one slightly to the right, but with the winds and the downhill element of the fairway, we should kick on to the centre of the fairway. As you see, we're still going to have a fair bit of work here, probably about 190 odd yards to go. 194 yards, down 13 feet, 7 mile per hour wind in our face. Just going to loft this 5-iron up a touch. Let's see if we can get this running up towards the flagstick. It's a far better swing line. That should be tracking well. It's long. That is really going to release out as soon as it hits this firm green. And we are going to have about a 20-foot putt once again for the birdie. 16-footer down 1 foot. But the greens are very, very challenging so far. This is really going to swing hard left. Weight is crucial here. We've just tapped that. Look at this turn. Oh, and what's a camera angle to showcase that putt. That was a fantastic putt. And we do pick up a third consecutive birdie and move to 3 under. Really delighted with that putt there, guys. I'm glad one part of my game is on top form just now. Hole number 4, par 4, playing 370 yards, stroke index 12. But the current pro who resides at Winged Foot is Mike Gilmore. He has been the pro since 2010 there. That's a far better swing line. We have made a slight adjustment to how I'm holding the controller. But this course has held the US Open 5 times and the PGA Championship once. But like we've already stated, it is going to hold the 120th US Open this year. Only Oakmont Country Club and Balstoro Golf Club have hosted the tournament more times. It's a beautiful pitch. Hopefully it sits down quick. Just a bit too long there. Wow, I am really surprised that we got that distance. So it's another tough putt. 19 foot, down 1 feet. This one is going to turn to the left. The break will be magnified and exaggerated with the pace I'm playing this. I'm just touching that down that hill. Look at that turn. Is it going to hold its line? It does hold its line, and we are putting on a putting masterclass on this round so far. So great start to the round. 4 under. Can't believe we're 4 under because I've not really been firing the balls at the pins yet. But hole number 5, first of the par 5s, it is a monster par 5, 612 yards, dogleg right, stroke index 16. But look at this for another fantastic hole, guys. Wow. I mean, every day I seem to wake up, I find an absolute masterpiece. The talent that we have from designers designing courses now is just incredible, and I can't thank you guys enough for putting the time and effort into these courses for guys like me to go and play and showcase to the rest of the world. But that's a really nice swing. A lot happier with that. We're certainly not going to reach this green in 2. Oh, I tell you what, it's down 11 feet. We've got a 3 mile per hour wind, but I don't think we've got enough club there. So we're coming all the way down to the 5-iron. Just going to be setting up a little pitch. That was so tempting. Probably with a 6, 7, 8 mile per hour wind, I'm taking that shot on all day, even though it would be long and it'd leave us a longer putt. But just for the thrill of the shot, being able to hit par 5s and 2s. So 53 yards. Just going to fully loft this up, basically. Wind will slightly move it to the right. The green breaks to the right, so just aiming left of the flag. Should really sit down quickly, this one, even on the firm, fast greens. I've put a slow on that, so that's going to go to the right. Barring that, everything else was bang on. Yardage was bang on. Still a tricky putt from 6 feet here. This is no gimme. Once again, it is going to turn hard left. We do read that putt well. And we pick up our 5th consecutive birdie of the round. We move to 5 under par. Hole number 6, par 3. Playing 231 yards, stroke index 2. But the fact that this course was designed on the PS4 is just remarkable. I mean, look at the detail that's in it. The sculpting, the contouring, it is all absolutely brand new, in my opinion. This is a tough par 3, hence stroke index 2. I cannot play the 2-wood, it's going to be far too long. We're just going to have to deal off this 2-iron. See if we can get this firing at the pin. The green's really going to turn back to the right. That is a beautiful strike. This green should really start to swing to the right now. Should get a firm aggressive bounce. That should really turn towards the pin. Has it got the legs? Come on, keep travelling. Just speeding it up a bit, and what a fantastic approach shot that is. But look at the green, wow.
Nice, you're on there. You're on the dance floor.
That ball really travelled some amount of yardage there with the way it broke. It's another difficult putt. 10-footer up 4 inches. This one's turning hard right. I need that to turn. It does turn, and I'll tell you something, guys. Our putter is on fire today. It really, really is.
Okay, this is hole number 7 on the tee. Let's do this.
So, hole number 7, par 4, playing 482 yards, stroke index 6. Very tight fairway here. But love the lighting in this course. It's an absolute spectacular course. Really good recreation of Winged Foot from what I've seen so far. Just checking to see if we had any other options, because this is a really, really tight fairway. Let me have another look at this. Certainly the fairway is going to kick to the right. Do we have enough fairway to hold? We'll soon find out. It's a decent swing. Fortunately, it's uphill. It is going to kick to the right. I'll tell you something, it didn't kick as far right as I expected. The way that fairway looked on the flyby, it really looked like it was going to kick to the right. So 184 yards, up 3 feet. It's a 4 mile per hour wind. 6-iron is perfect. Just going to deal off this a touch, because look at the slope there, just protecting that pin. Hopefully this wind just holds us up a touch. That is an absolute laser beam. That is the best swing of the round so far. Stay up, ball. This could be beautiful. Come on, sit down. Get in. Get in. Get in. Oh, my goodness. It just slides by the right-hand edge of that cup. But we are going to have a downhill putt for birdie. 5-footer. Once again, even from 5 feet. You've got to take your time with these putts. It certainly wouldn't be a gimme in match play with the challenge of these greens. I wouldn't be giving anything away. But hole number 8, par 3, playing 270 yards, stroke index 4. The par 3s are absolute monsters. But once again, beautiful looking hole. That little creek winding through the course. And look at the grandstand. Absolute phenomenal. Really, really impressed with this course from Sim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I've got no idea why he missed out 7. But coming down to the 2-iron here, 2-wood's going to be too long, driver's going to be too long. I'm really in between clubs here. Let's have another look at the 2-wood. I still think this is too long, but the 2-iron's just too short. So really in between clubs here. I fully expect this to go past the pin.
Great contact. Nice swing.
Oh, I've put a slow on that. It's just going to go right and stay right. That is, without a doubt, going to work its way off the green. We were really in between clubs there. Probably 2-iron would have been my best bet. But it's not the end of the world. We're going to have a 17-yard shot. Just going to look from the Definitely going to flop this. Fully lofting this up. 93 to 98%. Looking to put on about an 80% power here. We've achieved that. That should check up. Didn't check up as much as I would have liked. But we are going to have a tricky putt from about 6-7 feet. This is just for the par save. Is it going to turn enough? It does turn enough. And once again, it's a well-read putt. The execution's also there to back it up. And we are going to remain at 7 under par. That's the first par of the round. Wow. But hole number 9, par 4, playing 478 yards, stroke index 8. The last 2 or 3 videos, guys, have not been done in 1080p resolution just because my HD PVR rocket is playing up and it's so time consuming trying to get this thing to work. So I am on the lookout for a new capture card, preferably one that's going to record in 720 60 frames per second. If anyone knows of one where I can get one or recommend a capture card for me, please say so in the comment section. I would really appreciate it. So the wind's really died down to 2 mile per hour here. Just setting us down the right hand side of the fairway. Starting to swing a lot better. Wind's not moved that at all. It should kick to the right here. I would say we've found the plumb centre off the fairway here. Still a bit of work to do. 168 yards. Let's say it's playing 169 yards to the pin. But that false front, that severe slope, it's prior to the flagstick by about 6-7 yards, is really making life difficult here. Really lofting up this 7 iron. Gotta hit this clean with the amount of loft we put on it. It's beautiful. That needs to stay up. This could be good. This could be really good. How quick is it going to sit down? I tell you something, that sat down fairly quick for firm, fast greens. And we've been rewarded with a 6-foot putt. Probably our easiest putt of the round to date. Very little movement in this one, just right side of the flag. It turns round and we do get back on the birdie trail. But what a fantastic front 9. 8 under. What a fantastic course, by the way. Absolutely outstanding. But hole number 10, par 4, playing 458 yards, stroke index 15. Very natural course. I do love RCRs, guys. Once again, tight fairways here. Plenty of hazards up that right-hand side. I don't think we've missed a fairway yet. What's this? I probably jinxed myself. We'll either put this extreme left or right. But this fairway is downhill, so we should get good distance on this tee shot if we can find the fairway. Don't like how that club came back there. It's a beautiful swing. It's amazing just what a slight adjustment to the way you hold the controller can do things. 321 yards we have boomed that. So 135 yards out. Let's say it's playing 134. I'm going to come down to the gap wedge and just deal off this a few touches. Looking for this to land front of the green. Should bounce aggressively for us. That wind should just about carry us. Oh, it's a bit of a dirty swing. We're not being punished too much for it though. Can sit down anytime now. But the yardage was bang on. I've got no idea how that went to the right when we pulled it to the left. But we do convert the little 5-footer. And we are 9 under par. Hole number 11, par 4, playing 370 yards. Stroke index 13. But this course, like I say, RCR, very simple and natural. Parts of the course have got a lot of creativity and design. But just parts like this, I enjoy it as much as I do with severe detail because it's been executed to perfection. We're going to have to come down to the 5 hybrid here. Certainly can't use the driver or 2 wood. 2 iron's a bit of a risk, so for me, 5 hybrid. It's going to end up on the left hand side of the fairway here. It's probably going to leave us with about an 8 iron into this green, which is slightly uphill. 5 mile per hour wind, it will move us to the left. This 8 iron should be just about perfect. Just de-lofting it 2 touches due to the uphill elevation. It's an absolute laser beam. Wind should turn us. This should bounce out really aggressively for us. That's in. It's in. Oh, wow. I don't know how many of these approach shots that we've had recently that have almost went in. We've had one in this round earlier. We've had a few chances of holes and ones in previous rounds as well. It's just not to beat. But we do pick up the birdie. And we move to 10 under par. We are absolutely cutting this course up so far, guys. 1 par so far. But hole number 12, par 5. Playing 657 yards, stroke index 9. But wow. It's another fantastic course. Hole on this course. The bunker work is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Certainly not reaching this green in 2. Once again, I love the fact the stadium seating area, the grandstand, is right next to the green. Fairway does work its way downhill, so we should be driving way past 300 yards here with a good swing.
Nice.
Should find the centre of the fairway. It's going to kick hard right and downhill, hopefully. $323 yards. So 2 wood layup shot here. Certainly going to either leave us a lob wedge or a pitch, depending on how well this runs out. Oh, it's going to run out well. It's definitely going to be a pitch shot now. So pitch and wedge. Oh, it's a tough looking green, tough pin position. Just going to fully loft this pitch and wedge up. Oh, I've put a slow on that. It's going to keep it right. Is it going to sit down? It's actually worked out not bad. Did not mean to push that with a slow. That was an unintentional slow. But we do have a 6-footer. Once again, got to take our time with the read here. It is downhill. Is it going to turn? It does turn. And we are rewarded with that birdie. But these greens are lightning, guys. As you would expect for a US Open course. You want this course to be very, very challenging. We've played it well so far. But hole number 13. Par 4 playing 413 yards, stroke index 5. There's the creek once again. But the lighting is absolutely fantastic in this course. I am so impressed with the lighting. We've said it on many videos. Sometimes the lighting makes or breaks a course. The lighting that is being used here on this course is certainly making it. So 2 iron. Certainly can't play the big dog here. Pulled that slightly to the left.
So far, so good for this one.
Should release well though, down this fairway. Arguably, could have hit 2 wood there. Would have been close.
Okay, we're looking at around 170 yards here.
So we've got an uphill green, 172 yards into the wind. Let's say it's playing 175 yards. Just going to de-loft this a touch. Hoping to land this left of the flagstick and let that green take us back round. I've slightly, as you can see in my swing, slightly pushed that to the right, and that's why we didn't land to the left. And with that, it's long, and we are going to have a very testing putt here from 16 feet. Fortunately, it's uphill, but look how aggressive this breaks. Look how aggressive the green is right next to the flag. Weight is crucial here. I think we've not allowed enough. No, nowhere near enough.
And this next putt for the par.
So a little 2-footer for the par save. That'll keep us at 11 under par. This is very much a risk-reward course. You are getting awarded for good shots, and you are going to get punished for poor shots, as I have been. And the greens are testing if you do lose your positioning. But hole number 14, par 3, playing 169 yards, stroke index 7. Water to our right, bunkers to our left. Very mild conditions here. It is down 10 feet. I think 8 iron is the club for me. Let's have a look at the way the green is. We're just going to de-loft this. Should have enough club here if we strike this well. It's beautiful. I like this. Come on, it should start to turn towards the pin ever so slightly. It doesn't. It didn't. I actually turned away from it the last few feet. I honestly expected that to turn towards the cup more. But we've got an 11-foot putt. Should hold its line. Oh, just about held its line on the edge. And we do pick up birdie number 12. No eagles today. Hole number 15. Short par 4, playing 408 yards, stroke index 11. But once again, this is a phenomenal looking hole. This is the first time I have played winged foot. Going by the screenshots I've seen, very, very accurate. Yardage is fairly accurate also. So that wind got enough just to take us round. Just looking to find left centre of the fairway here to open out our line of sight into the green. Nice swing. Wind's just about shifting us to the left. And we do find the left hand side. So Sam Wedge, 106 yards. Let's say it's playing 107, but look at the protection that green has. Don't want to be too short of the flag because it will just roll away back off this slope. I'm just going to reset there. I'm just de-lofting this a touch. I'm looking to bounce this at the top of that slope just to hold it up as well. Pulled it left. That needs to get down. Get in. Oh, it's a pin seeker. Wow. What a fantastic shot that is. We couldn't have placed that better with our hand if we tried, and we are awarded with birdie number 13. So 3 holes left to play here at Winged Foot National 2020. And what a superb course this is, guys. Wow, I am so impressed with it. The amount of fantastic courses we've played on the channel recently is beyond belief. But I'd love to know the amount of bunkers that are in this course. There is some amount of bunkers here. Lots of them are in play. Lots of them are obviously for visual aids to make the course look better. Decent swing. Wind should take us round. It is. Should have just about enough fairway to work with on this right hand side. And that is, I was going to say that's going to leave us a flop shot. 30 yards out. Up 5 feet. But once again, look at protection this pin has. The way the green's been contoured and designed. Absolute fantastic. Put a slow on it. Should bounce and check up. Come on, check. And it does. And we are going to hopefully be picking up birdie number 13 from 2 feet. We have really played well today.
Sitting at 14 under for the round.
So, let's move on to hole number 17. It is the hardest hole on the course. The par 3s have been really challenging on this course so far. And it is playing 219 yards. Look at these bunkers. It's like a moat of bunkers protecting this green. That looks a tough pin location. 212 yards, down 8 feet. It's going to play 209 yards, I'm going to say, with a downhill. But these are firm, fast greens. I'm really in between clubs here, guys. I'm going to have to fully loft up this 5 hybrid. I still think it's too much club. I've really pulled that to the left. That could actually be bunkered and it could be plugged. Fortunately, it didn't land straight into the bunker. It would have been plugged. So we've actually got a decent lie here. Gonna have to flop this out. Could be dropping first shot of the round here. Looking for about a 75 to 80% swing. Oh, I've got a 90. Check up. Oh. I actually got a 95. So 10% more than what I was looking for. And with that, we've got a tough putt for the par. 6-footer. It's going to turn hard left. Get in. It does get in. Great up and down for the par save. So let's move on to this final hole of this absolute beautiful course. Winged Foot National 2020. RCR of the host course of the US Open 2020. And it is a monster par 4. Playing 528 yards, stroke index 3. But what a fantastic finishing hole. Clubhouse off there in the distance. Grandstand finish also. Wow. What a fantastic finishing hole. So impressed with this course. Decent swing. And I'm going to say it again. The fact this has been designed on the PS4 just adds to the quality of it, because, like I say, I'm no designer. I have studied the designer tools, so I do know what I'm talking about when I am reviewing courses. And the fact that this has been executed as good as this, as cleanly as this, speaks volumes. So just de-lofting this 5 iron. Beautiful swing. It should land short of the green and hopefully run and kick on. Get up. Get up. Oh, it's a fantastic approach shot. The green is going to keep pushing that ball away to the right, but we're probably going to have about a 16-foot putt for birdie here. 15-footer. Tough greens. Very challenging greens here. I have truly enjoyed this round. That's not going to break enough, is it? No, it didn't. It slides past the right edge. And it's actually went a good 5-6 feet past, to be honest. 5-footer. But as you're seeing, once again, no gimmies in this course. You've got to earn. Oh, I tell you what, I pushed that right. Look at that putt line. But there you go, guys. We do finish with a 56, 14 under par. But what a fantastic course by Sim. Really enjoyed this. You want to get out there and play this course, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, leave a dislike and tell me why. But for me, that is a favourite and a 100% 5-star course. But that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this. Until the next video, guys, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.